What is going on, everyone? This is Jim from JCRC. We are back again. It is, well, I guess it's Monday. Monday, August 2nd. It's 12 a.m. And still working on the WLtoys with the Brushless project. Speed controller is mounted. Center on top of the transmission. I do have my little winch plate sitting underneath it so I can mount it in center. The winch plate is kind of shifted over on the top of the transmission, allowing me to have a center mount with a solid platform underneath the speed controller. I scavenged some, took the positive and negative battery wire off of my AE5. And I've got this one, this Dean's connector, prepped to solder on right now. I put shrink wrap up, black shrink wrap up on either side. That way I can black out my wires. I'm probably just going to shrink these guys right where they're at. And these other ones down here, I'm going to pull up over top of them just to cover up the solder joint there. So right now my soldering iron is heating up over yonder there. And fixing to solder some wires here and get this show on the road. After that, I need to dial in the speed controller and make sure it's all good to go, and then proceed to mounting everything else back in here and stuffing this baby full of foam again. So a couple more moments here, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everyone's patience, and I appreciate everybody following along so far. So one more second here, guys. We'll put this baby on pause and check that soldering iron. Alright, and we are back. All soldered up together there. All the motor wires are attached. See the little zip tie action there going around the shift linkage, up around this shock tower. And another one going around the bottom of the linkage, pulling the top one down to make sure that it doesn't pop up and over. So that's holding it up into high gear. And we just need to mount the receiver and turn this guy on and get dialed in here real quick. Well, guys, she is plugged in and wired up and pretty darn noisy. Don't know how she's going to run. Doesn't really feel all that torquey. Felt like it had a lot more torque before, so it might be in the gearing. Because I put that 31 tooth gear on there, because I was trying to get the most speed out of it. So not too sure, Gonna have to put some wheels on it and try it out, I guess. Oh my lord. What a long night. What time is it here? It is 6:20 Monday morning, October 2nd. Started this project Sunday afternoon around 12 o'clock, and it's now 6 in the morning, so 18 hours. 18-hour project, man. Get her done. Get her done. And that is what we are looking at right there, ladies and gentlemen. She is all back together. Yep, you missed a whole lot in that last couple seconds there. That last little pause. All back together again. New transmission gears. Repainted the prop. A little less foam on the back. Still have this ridge up in here along the back. I don't know. I figured I'd leave it in there. That way, at least if it's sitting in the water, it, I don't know, might tunnel the water towards the prop. A little bit, maybe. I've been wrong about everything else on this build so far. So there we go, guys. Yep, all back together again. I got the Traxxas 3500 kV motor in there. The VXL-R, I don't know what the hell the speed controller is called, excuse my French, but I've been up way too late to be figuring all that crap out. That's what I was talking about right there, that there speed controller. I had to cut a little hole here to allow some access for that baby to cool off. Had to drill another hole right here, and you can't see it, but right down there is the power button for the speed controller. So, oh, you can see a little blue dot, that's the power button right down there, All right. So I'm gonna have to push something in there to turn the power on. I cut a little vent here in the side, going towards the motor to help cool that down a little bit. And yeah, she's all back together. Just have to wait for the sun to finish coming up here, and you know, maybe take this guy out on the water. I don't know. It's been a long night. Yeah, 18 hours here working on this thing, and no breaks. Haven't taken any dinner, haven't eaten any dinner, haven't taken any breaks, haven't done nothing. So a little slap happy here, guys. A little slap happy. So thanks for watching, everyone, and we will get this guy out on the water here sometime today, and yeah, see what happens with it. I did add another layer of foam on the inside here, in between the roll cage and the body. There is like one sheet of foam in here, but I put some pieces of foam in between the roll cage. I added a couple other pieces of foam in between the roll cage on the sides. Added a little bit more foam on the front end, right up in yonder here, right on that curve on the inner fender well on both sides. And I'm hoping that'll be enough. I know it had enough before when it was sitting like this, so it should be okay. I'm thinking it should be alright. My only main concern right now is the motor overheating. I did have to go in after the fact and replace the ball bearings on the spindles here on left and right side. As soon as I fired it up, it was squeaking like crazy, just squealing like hell. So I put in some sealed bearings out of that Twin Hammer Boom Racing bearing kit that I had on both sides. So at least they have new bearings up front. I was running on WLtoys bearings, so still have WLtoy bearings in the differential. Don't know how long those are going to last for. But the front differential is pretty easy to replace, or to, not replace, but to pull apart and put new bearings on. It's not a big deal. But that's it, guys. She's all together and ready to rock. So we shall see what she does later on today. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for staying tuned. Very much appreciated to all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers, anybody who's following along with this build. And thank you all. Thank you all very much. Any comments? Yeah, feel free to ask, man. Lay down the comments. Throw them out there. I'm always happy to read comments. So that's it for now, guys. This is Jim from JCRC. Thinking about changing my name to Up All Night or All Nighter RC or something like that. Something that fits my profile a little bit more, since I seem to be working on these things at after hours. Maybe After Hours RC. All right. We'll catch you all later, guys. You have a good one. We'll see you.